We went into 2020 having one of the most successful years as far as number of attendees at our conferences, at the schools. And in January, my objective was not to mess it up. And then COVID hit. And less than a month prior to our very first conference, we had to start developing a pivot program, something that we could survive with, a way to remain relevant to the industry. So for a month, we developed two programs, a virtual conference and a face-to-face conference like we normally would. Maybe days before the conference was ready to start, everything was shut down. There was no way to have a conference. And if you can imagine, the Northeast chapter is a business, right? We have some people that we had to pay. We had contracts that were signed and had to fulfill. So the very first year, it was our responsibility to make sure that we stayed relevant and we had enough funds to start up again when COVID left, when we could start getting together. We were unable to meet again to do a face-to-face conference until the following August, where we hosted our first return to face-to-face conference, which was our annual conference in Burlington. So between January and Burlington, we did everything possible to remain relevant and to earn some revenue. We did Zoom meetings, we had summits, virtual summits, where we would talk specifically about what was going on in the industry at that time, whether it was mental health issues or finance issues. We got great sponsorships for those summits. So at the end of the year, first year, we were okay. We still had money in the bank. And as we worked our way through the second year of COVID, we actually gained. We actually earned more revenue that year because we got smart at doing things virtually. Luckily, we're back to face-to-face conferences and things are doing great.